This tutorial is to help you make Windows 8 a lot more friendly to use. Windows 8 is great, but there are a couple of major things missing. For example, none of these buttons like the shutdown, restart, sleep and hibernate buttons are available from your start menu. You have to dig in here and try and figure out where it is because it's not obvious. It's actually in settings, but you wouldn't think that shutting down your computer would be a setting. It's something you just want to do. It's not a setting. You have to go into settings, then you have to go to power, and then you can choose what you want to do, which to me really isn't friendly. The other thing that is not great about this Metro interface is that none of these apps that are actually for the Metro interface are for multitasking. So if you're in a really nice app like this weather one, you're looking at this full screen or it's not there at all. So you cannot minimize it or make it smaller or resize, anything like that. There's no copying and pasting. It's very limiting what you can actually do. If you right mouse click, you get a few other options, but nothing much compared to a proper desktop application. And when you press the Windows button, it toggles you between the last app that you used and the start menu, which is kind of okay for a tablet, but it's not really great for desktop use where you're wanting to be a bit more powerful about what you're choosing to do. So all these apps are great, very nice, but cannot multitask, and there's no way to close them. Once you're on them, where's the close button? There's no close button. The only way to actually close them is to press Alt F4, which kills it, which takes you back to here. And from here, if you want to get to the desktop, you either click on the desktop or press Windows D to take you to the desktop. Okay, that's all great, but the main purpose of this video is to show you a fantastic application which made all these buttons over here. This shutdown, restart, hibernate, sleep took me less than a minute to do all of these. And also you can create custom ones. For example, if I press on BBC iPlayer here, it takes me directly to the desktop version of Chrome, which is my default browser, and takes me to the BBC iPlayer page, which is really great. It takes me immediately there. And I could do the same thing with Facebook or anything else that I wanted to go straight to. This is VLC Player, so if I click on that, it takes me to the full desktop version of VLC Player. If I press the Windows key again, and Irfan View, or any of my applications, all of my Adobe applications, anything I like, I can create a custom shortcut to. So OblyTile is this really, really good program made by an Italian guy called Argoni OT. And he made this thing as freeware, which you can download if you follow the link on this video. I'm going to show you how to install it and also how to use it to create all these things, and it's really easy. First I'm going to delete the ones that I've already made because obviously I've made them and I want to show you how to redo them. So I'm right mouse click on all of them, gets a little tick, and just say unpin from start, and there they've gone now. Next I want to go back to the desktop, click on it, and I've already downloaded OblyTile over here. I'm going to quickly open up Windows Explorer by clicking on that, and I'm going to navigate to my system hard drive, the C drive, go into program files, and I can see all the program stuff there. Now I'm going to double click on the zip file that I've got on my desktop, and it shows me what I've actually got inside there, which is a folder called OblyTile. I'm going to drag and drop that to an empty space on the program files folder inside the C drive, and it's going to say, I need administrative permission to copy this folder, and I say yes, continue, and enter a password if you have one, and there, it's done. So there's OblyTile folder now within the program files folder. Next I want to go inside that and have a look inside there. You'll see this OblyTile exe file, which is the program file, which is what you use to run it. Also there's a whole bunch of other folders which contain the blank tiles or icons. They're really nicely made. These have been made by a guy called D.A. Kirby 309 who kindly provided them, and there's a lot of them. You can get custom ones, you can make your own ones. I've made a couple of my own ones, for example for the BBC iPlayer thing, but for the moment these are the default ones that he's got. Now to put OblyTile on the start button, on the start menu, right mouse click on it and choose pin to start. Now if we press the Windows key, we notice that OblyTile has now put itself there, which is great, so we can actually use that more easily. Now we're going to start creating stuff. Firstly we're going to create all the power buttons. So I click on OblyTile, it opens up. I'm going to close this here so we can better look at it, and click on this button here which says Open Tile Manager, and then press the Q, which gives you the power settings over here. We're going to create all of them. Let's just create one at a time. So if you press power shut down, for example, you can see it's got all this information that's automatically put in there. And we've got to choose whether you want to hide the tile name or not. I prefer it hidden because I know what that icon looks like. I want to just go create tile, and tile has been created. I'll say OK, just go to press the Windows button, and there it is. I know what that looks like. I don't need the name. Some people like to have the names, like here's got the name, it would say shut down over there, but I know what that is. Another thing, I'm going to put this in a separate place because I don't really want this with my other programs. If I click it by mistake, it's going to shut the computer down, and I don't want to do that by mistake. So let's go back here, and I'll quickly add restart, create tile, OK, sleep, create tile, OK, hibernate, and here we go. There they are. So I've got all those tiles very quickly made, and those are all the types of power things that I'd like to do immediately. Now we're going to create some custom icons, like for example this Eurofan view I showed you. That's a full desktop app. So we're going to create one, so for example for Google Chrome. Say I don't really like this one here. It's a little bit, it's not in alignment with these very nice dual tone ones that comes with the Metro interface. I want to create a new Google Chrome one. So I'm going to go back to OblyTile, and I'm going to create a tile name here called Chrome, and I'm going to hide the name as I know what it looks like. Program path, got to choose. Oh, in fact, what I can do, instead of, I could actually either go manually and choose the file or the folder or the URL, or I can just go to, I can click this little convert shortcuts to tiles button, and Chrome is going to be added here. See all these, all the programs that I have on the computer already. If I go down to Google Chrome, there it is. It's already got the path to the program in there. All I have to do now is decide if I want to hide the name or not, and well, I guess I will hide it. And over here, well, maybe I won't for this time. Over here I'm going to put a tile image. So I'm going to go off to my, if I click that, it takes me to a list of all the different folders that I've got, which has all those tiles in it. In this folder called web browsers, I'll find the couple of Chrome ones. There's a bunch of Chrome ones here. I want to choose Canary Google one, and maybe I'll make the text purple for what the hell of it, and just go convert to tile. That's done. Press the Windows button, and there it is, Google Chrome with a nice purple colored writing over there. And this one here I can right mouse click and go unpin from the start, so I can remove it and make another nice one. Another thing I want to show you quickly is to make, for example, a BBC iPlayer shortcut. So instead of going to Chrome and then navigating to BBC iPlayer by typing it in or something, I want to create a thing where I can go straight there from a link over here. So let's go to OblyTile. I want to close Chrome for the moment, and I'm just going to call this iPlayer. Now, instead of a program path, you see over there I can either choose a file or a folder or a website URL. Now that's what I want to choose. Let's go back to Chrome, and I'm going to type in iPlay, there we go, BBC iPlayer is there. I just right mouse click and copy this. I can shrink it again and paste in the path over there, and there's the path there. Now I've got to create a tile image. Now what I did actually previously, I'd gone to Google image search, and I typed in BBC iPlayer PNG. Now the reason for typing PNG is that OblyTile likes PNG files for the tiles. So if you search that, it's going to show you, probably going to show you PNG files. There's a PNG. This one's also a PNG. And I've saved one of these already to a folder on my computer. Basically I just clicked on it like this, and I could save image as, and BBC iPlayer, and there it is there. I've saved it there. So you save it somewhere, preferably in the same place where all your other images go, and navigate to tile image. I've got it here in pictures folder. There, I've got a pictures folder, and there it is there. So I've chosen the image that I've downloaded. So it's BBC iPlayer PNG, and I'll choose a background color of, say, red. And I'm not going to choose, I don't want to have a name, so I'll hide the name as I know it says BBC already. And I'm going to create the tile. And same thing, let's go off there, and here's the BBC iPlayer tile. Actually, I don't like these little pink corners there. You see those little pink corners over there? So I'm going to go back to OblyTile and click on my BBC. If I click on this little pen there, it's to edit it. See, it says edit tiles in the top corner there. So I click on BBC iPlayer, and then I'm going to change the background to white. It was on pink, that's why I got those pink corners. And a save tile, and let's go back to there, and there we go. It looks a lot better. I've got it now with the white corners. It looks better. So that's how we create that. When you click on the link, it goes straight to the BBC iPlayer website. You can do the same with Facebook or any of your other sort of favorite web browser pages. So that's the end of the OblyTile tutorial. I wanted to just show you a couple of other things about Metro though. Some things that are really useful to know. If you want to go to the desktop from any one of these apps, say for example you're here in this program over here and you're reading some news article and you want to just go straight to the desktop, if you press the Windows key, it's just going to toggle you backwards and forwards like this. So the best way to do it immediately is to go Windows D, and Windows D takes you straight there. The other thing is, wherever you are and you press Windows E, it brings up Windows Explorer on the desktop, which is the best way to navigate your files and your folders and things like that. The other thing is, say for example I'm on the desktop over here and I want to start, say, VLC player, and I haven't got it marked down here as one of my shortcuts. Well, previously we used to have a start button down here in the corner, which was kind of easy. Nowadays it's not there, so you either have to press the start button and find VLC player, or you can just do this, press the Windows key and start typing VLC and then press enter, and there it is, it's open. You can do the same thing with any other program. Say for example OblyTile, Windows key, OBL, enter, there's OblyTile. It's a really, really fast way of opening programs and files and stuff, and it's works fantastically well.